Welcome everyone. Welcome to the Chiefs Steelers postgame reaction show. Um, I'm your host Oscar Montiel. We got Aaron.
Yo,
Jason left
yo.
off earlier, or
His family
early,
called him.
to handle some family celebrations for Christmas. But some housekeeping items. We are actually, as soon as we finish this stream, we'll be hopping over to the Ravens Texans. With this loss that the Steelers just got handed to them, the Ravens could jump into first place in the AFC North. But we'll talk about that here in a second. Before we talk about this game into a deep dive, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to both of our channels. Follow us all on TikTok. Support our PayPals. Aaron, shut up. And turn on the post notification bell before we, so that way you guys know when we go live, do videos, live streams,
Damn, dude.
shorts, recaps, all that good stuff. So let's talk about this game.
Jason needs that mail order bride.
Dang it. I tried to stop that as much as I could. Anyway. All right.
You know it's true.
Honestly, here are my opinions on this game. The Chiefs ran away from this, like, they jumped out to a 13-0 lead early, honestly. Like, when I saw them go up 13-0, I was like, oh, the Steelers are losing this game. I was kind of surprised that the Steelers were able to hang around as long as they did, but at the end of the day, it was kind of inevitable that the Chiefs would put a slacking on them. And by the way, this is a slacking. I know it's a 19-point game, but it felt like more, honestly.
And I mentioned this before. It's amazing to me that the Chiefs can be 14-1, or no, 15-1 now, and still somehow have not scored 30 points at all this year.
I mean, the only time that they did score 30 points was against the Panthers, where they scored 30 square.
Well, okay, yeah, they have not.
And they scored 30 points against Tampa.
Okay, so let me rephrase that. It's amazing to me that the Chiefs can be 15-1 and not score more than 30 points.
Yeah.
Let me rephrase that.
This is a different types of Chiefs, because we're used to the Chiefs that actually score up to those amounts. But hats out to this defense that has actually over the years have gotten better and better and better. And by the way, Patrick Mahomes is being interviewed, and he brought up a good point. They're getting healthy at the right time. Like, they got Marquise Hollywood Brown back. They might get who else is out for them?
Rashid Rice.
Well, he has a torn ACL. I don't see him coming back at all. They got Isaiah Pacheco back. So, like I said, I feel like the weapons that they got, as long as they stay healthy, they could be that threat in the playoffs, and no one
three-peat could be possible.
Yeah, that three-peat can be possible. So now they can basically just sit down and enjoy this weekend. And honestly, Patrick Mahomes, with that hurt ankle, which didn't bother him on Saturday, and it didn't bother him today, they could just sit him down and let Carson Wentz. So you're like, you know what? They just throw Carson Wentz out there, whatever, who cares?
And by the way, honestly, he kind of deserves that rest after, because I want you to think of something. The Chiefs had 3 games in a matter of 15 days.
Yeah.
Think about that. That beat the crap out of anybody, let alone Mahomes. I mean, think about that. 3 games in 15 days. You want to talk about a short week? That's a short freaking week. That's a short 2 weeks.
Yeah. Let's flip over a little bit to the Steelers side of things. And I said this in my pregame, where I feel like the Steelers, they're kind of like the AFC's version of Washington, where they beat the teams that they were supposed to beat. But when it came to them playing against the big boys, they couldn't get the job done. They lost to the Eagles, beat the crap out of them. The Ravens beat the crap out of them, and now the Chiefs beat the crap out of them. So
the question will remain for Pittsburgh is, do they let it's a matter of going forward, because right now momentum is not on their side. Dropping 3 straight, I mean, if you're Pittsburgh, you have to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, and honestly, this game against Cincinnati, and again, we'll talk about Cincinnati at a later time. you know, they that's a get right game for them because then next week they got wild card weekend. So
Yeah.
the question is, will they be playing at home or will they be playing on the road?
If they're playing on the road, it's going to be well. I mean, they had a hard time even winning at home. So, I mean, either way, it's going to be tough for them. And I would go as far as to say George Pickens has to get right because he's dropping passes he shouldn't drop. Najee Harris is just not there either.
I mean, the guy that's been carrying them is Jalen Warren. Honestly, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
offensively, like
Hmm.
and I was saying that I was mentioning I was like, oh wow, Russell Wilson can actually run. Like, if it wasn't for Russell Wilson's elusiveness, like honestly, we would have probably seen more Chief sacks because he had pressure in his face all game.
Well, and I'm going to go one further and say this. There was a run that he did to get it to first and goal towards the end of the game where he did a really awkward like spin slide, and it was weird. Like he turned his back to the defender so he wouldn't get hit, but he still in a weird way gave himself up. The way he did it though, it feels like he did some damage to his ankle. So like
Mm,
keep an eye out on that mobility for Russell Wilson going forward.
yeah. But already y'all, that'll do it for this post game. Like I said, it was very brief, just because we got to get set for the next stream, which is about to go live in about 20 minutes. So make sure you guys don't hop on the other stream. I already have it set up, ready to go. Like I said, we'll be there in like 20 minutes. It'll just be me and Aaron, no Jason,
Because he's
unfortunately.
too scared.
He's missing the opportunity of a potential Aaron squirming for the first quarter and then being fine for the rest of the three quarters.
Like I said, if the Ravens start losing, I've got two very special squares of chocolate
Yeah.
waiting for me.
Okay. So he's gonna have secret stuff. I may have secret stuff later. I don't know. I haven't
Well, actually,
decided
you know why Jason's got secret stuff?
why.
His secret stuff is Naeem.
Oh, all right. So you guys make sure you join us for that stream. About to happen in about 20 minutes, and we're out of here, y'all.